Hello, it's Lord Vaco again. Annapolis Rejects showing a alpha replay for clan battles from this past Thursday, the 19th. And it's been a day and a half or so, and I do not remember at all what this battle was. But I just grabbed a replay and let's see what happens. So what do we got going on here? Double Henri, double Mosfet, Stalingrad, and legendary gearing. It's double Des Moines, Henri, now Stalingrad gearing. So similar comps. So you know the Henri, the Zhao, kind of similar. They're running double Des Moines versus our double Moskva. So it's very similar. Right now, going Moskva, Henri for the defense on C, and I believe everybody else is going to A. Free look, yeah. So, pretty standard setup. I think at this point we tried a bunch of different techniques throughout the night. It was just like stuff wasn't really working. We weren't playing with the same people that we generally play with all the time, so some maneuvers are a little if it's not standard, if it's not straight up fighting, and you ask people to do things that they're not used to doing or they're not comfortable doing, you can get mixed bag results. So it's difficult sometimes to expect people to do things that they haven't done before. And especially like, you know, you might play 2,000-3,000 battles and you've never actually gotten in a cruiser and just gone all the way around the map and tried to flank somebody and stay dark, or turn around immediately and go dark, or, you know, shadow a bunch of people. So it's a bunch of things that you might not have ever done that you might do in clan battles. Perfect example is the Zhao. Is that there's a lot of times in Zhao where you just don't shoot at all. You stay dark because the idea is to spot, because you generally outspot most cruisers that you encounter, and if you know where the DD's at, then you are the next stealthiest ship on the map most of the time. All right, so I am cruising along, trying to get wide, putting the battleship in the middle, the Moskva here. We spot the Stalingrad with the gearing, and he's pushing in pretty deep. It's strange, his positioning, trying to get up to that spot. You don't generally see them like that, because when he comes across, he can get crossfired from a battleship that's sitting where our battleship is, and that's why he's taking about 20k damage. Now I'm still sailing along, just trying to get wide, noticing where my detection line is, and paying attention to that. I'm also aiming across just in case anything comes through, like the Montana. If he gets close enough and I haven't been spotted yet, you know, potentially, you know, open fire on him. But still, again, making sure my primary is to get to the flank and protect the flank. And that Stalingrad is getting punished. Our Moskva is actually able to elevate and shoot at him. So yeah, that positioning is becoming worse and worse and worse and worse. It's still moving along on the flank, protecting, but paying attention to what's happening on the other side, because that's where all the action's happening, obviously. Our Stalingrad is kind of in a strange position. That's generally where you'd see long-range radar, but he's been backing up and potentially getting, you know, he could have potentially got shot by the Montana. Now their Stalingrad's down. So I got detected. I'm turning back in. All right. I could have turned out and up the other way, but my guns were facing this way, and I figured whoever saw me probably didn't have AP load. It's a gamble. So I just said, screw it, I'll turn in, take some HE damage, whatever, you know. I'm going fast enough, I'll get away. I'll get away from a Des Moines and a Zao. Even though the Zao is there, I fired a shot, but my bloom's down, and then for some reason I shoot again.
Engine boost deactivated.
So moving along, how I lost my torpedoes on my starboard side, taking shots from the port, HE, who's crazy things. Now the Henri that was sitting at that corner just got torped, and now they're down 2 ships. Usually isn't good on this map because you really need the positioning, because it is kind of a larger map for clan battles. Where there are tiny maps like where everything's really close together. Because of the spacing on this one, this is considered a larger map because you want the flanks are places that you'd want to get to. So because of, basically we own that right flank or the northern flank, and their southern flank is really slow. Des Moines and the Zao, aren't moving very fast, but my Moskva is kind of trapped. Only thing he could really do would be to move up. But ultimately, the Des Moines would come for him. So he's kind of trapped in a position where he really couldn't do much. So he said, screw it, I'm just going to push the Des Moines and see what I can do, which is never a good idea. Best thing I can do is just try to support him with fire. But I'm not going to be able to kill Des Moines, 40,000 hit points in the time before the Moskva dies. It's just not going to happen. Yeah, he's dead. Crazy angles. Got shot down. So now it's my turn. Try to soak it up. Notice he's 9.3 away. It's kind of silly to fire torpedoes, even though I could. He might run into them. But because he's heading right towards me, he's probably just gonna dodge him.
The ship is on fire.
Now I heal a single fire only because I'm low on health, and I feel like I LOS the Des Moines, so I don't really have to worry about him shooting me. So the only other person that'd shoot me would be the Zao, who does have a spotter plate up. But if you notice, it says detected, not targeted, meaning that I am outside of the Zao's range. So I'm not worried about it. And the Des Moines isn't targeting me either, which means he's probably targeting the Montana. There's a good chance he's radaring. So we're trying to finish off that Montana that got away with like 1,000 hit points. You notice the score, we're up by about 200 points. Really the only things that they've got, because they lost their destroyer as well, is that they have to basically just gun us down, which is kind of possible. Montana could get some shots on our cruiser, which he's doing. He's firing his guns, but he just doesn't have enough hit points, really. And now the Des Moines by himself. And if I'd have known he was sitting like that, I definitely would have shot him with AP. But now that he's rolling forward, AP shot, unlikely to land. So, good news is that Des Moines doesn't have torpedoes. So as long as our Montana doesn't give him broadside or close to broadside, because Des Moines and his silly angles. Who came up with that? Let's give the ship with the most firepower also give him improved angles so he can do more firepower. Like, why is that a thing? The top 2 DPM ships in the game, Des Moines and Worcester. That's
Our victory is inside.
silly. So anyway, Des Moines on me now. The game's kind of over, so I'm just gonna put some shots on him. Really can't look at my hit points versus his hit points, and he's got almost 30,000 point lead on me. Didn't manage to make out his gun, but I'm sure he'll just repair it. He didn't right away. He's only fired one shot there. But, you know, it's those little tight little volleys, those 3 guns. Boom every time. Now I'm trying to circle and avoid. He still hasn't repaired that gun. And he's still pounding the crap out of me because that's a Des Moines. Doing tremendous amount of damage. And he's just back there wiggling. Another fire. Yeah, let's give him high fire chance too. Montana's not really helping. I'm trying to get some shots on the Zao, but the Zao stopped. It's over pens. And get the shots off. Try to follow. More over pens. Did I get some? Well, Montana, you know, obviously we were burning that Des Moines down. He didn't even repair. So, what I remember from this match is that like there was like 3 minutes left, I believe, at this point before clan battles ended. And we're like, man, okay, if we just go around and kill the Zao, or if he just rolls through, you know, everybody will get another match. You know, they've lost. So the Zao, you know, should be thinking, hey, let me just go up here and die, and so we can get another battle in. But instead, his like randoms fighting kicks in instead of clan battles, which is, oh, I need to stretch this out and try to get a kill for XP, I guess. I don't know. There's no XP, so it makes no sense why you would do this, other than just to be annoying. So I guess that was his plan, was, hey, I'll just be annoying and I'll try to kill this Montana, and I don't know what his end game is, honestly. That we're capping B, like there's nothing to be gained here. 1v4. Even if he kills the Montana, he's not gonna kill a Stalingrad and Henri with spotting from a gearing. Like, it's just, it's so unlikely. So, you know, now it's almost been 2 minutes that's passed by, and basically, you know, the idea of getting another clan battle match is over. I even typed it in. I was just like, I guess he didn't want to play another match. He's just dragging us out unnecessarily. And literally, we could have just said screw it, and everyone just stopped and just said, okay, go wherever you go, Zao. We'll just sit here, and you go take your ball and go sit in the corner, I guess. It's kind of like, you know, what the carriers generally do. You know, oh, I'll stop sending planes out so that I can live. Like, I understand you don't want to have your KDR stats affected or anything like that, but this is clan battles. But anyways, we won, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a great one.